What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Vasily Lomachencko. Vasily Lomachencko eager for the Devin Haney showdown. He states, "I need this fight undisputed." It was a great task, but one that Vasily Lomachencko was more than willing to take on after being knocked off his lightweight throne by the hands of Teofimo Lopez back in 2020. Ukrainian star began the slow climb back up from the 135-pound ladder with back-to-back victories over Masayoshi Nakatani and Richard Comey. Lomachenko now is 16-2-11, has reestablished himself as one of the premier fighters in the world. As a result, George Kambosos Jr., who defeated Lopez 1 year later, selected the now 34-year-old as his next opponent. Ultimately, however, Lomachenko decided against taking the Kambosos fight up on his offer and would instead spend the next several months aiding his native land from Russia. And while the former pound-for-pound star has officially made his way back stateside and will begin preparing for his comeback fight against Jermaine Ortiz on October 29th, he recently revealed that his country is constantly on his mind. He says that, "I pray every day for the Ukraine to stop the war. It's very bad." And as the former three-division belt holder attempts to restart his career, he does so with added motivation. Since wrapping 2 Olympic golds around his neck, Lomachenko has long expressed his thirst to become an undisputed champion. Should things go according to plan, come October 29th, Lomachenko could find himself on the verge of achieving just that. Having declined Kambosos' offer, Devin Haney happily stepped in to face the Australian star in what turned out to be a one-sided beat down. Haney covered himself in an undisputed glory following 12 lopsided rounds against Kambosos June 9th. And he says, "I prepare for this moment. I need this chance. I need this fight. Undisputed world champion." Those are the words of Vasily Lomachenko. Let me counterpunch. First things first, Lomachenko has to get past his first step back, his first fight. And I think that's always kind of nail-biting because we don't know the condition Lomachenko was in. We know Alexander Usyk did come back, or 20 pounds or 20 kilos, light. So, and you have to keep in mind that Vasily Lomachenko ain't naturally that big. He's a smaller guy. He fought at featherweight, and before that, then lightweight, then 135. You know what I mean? So, like super featherweight, then lightweight. So he probably lost some weight, so he's probably going to have to gain that weight back. Now, does he do a Manny Pacquiao and eat a bunch of food to do it? Who knows? But he's definitely going to need to get himself back into shape. Maybe not. I'm just going off of Alexander Usyk and his trials and tribulations. But, I'm glad that Vasily Lomachenko now wants this particular fight with Devin Haney. And that's what happens. When you collect all the roosters, the fox will come if that's what you're looking for. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing to do. It's good for Devin Haney. And I think, Haney has to defend his belts against Kambosos one more time in Australia, once again. And then we hopefully, if these guys get past their next 2 fights, I feel that they should get it on. Why not? The former unified versus the current undisputed champion. Then it would go for all the marbles, and it just shows you, though, how tables turn, people. See, Devin Haney was a guy that nobody wanted to fight. They emailed Belt and all this, that, and the other. They clowned him. They talked about him. Nobody wanted to fight him, despite him making more money than a lot of these cats did, if not all of them. Okay? But they still clowned him. The people ducked him. Nobody really wanted to fight him. And it was like, well, damn, give this guy a shot. Nobody wanted the smoke. Ryan Garcia didn't want the smoke. Teofimo Lopez quoted or claimed he wanted it, but he had all the belts from Lomachenko. So he pretty much picked up where Lomachenko left off. Now, Teofimo got knocked off by Kambosos. Kambosos got knocked off by Devin Haney. Now, Teofimo's up at 140 trying to do something up there. Now, you still have people not really doing anything. Look at Ryan Garcia. He's just talking. You know what I mean? He's Muhammad Ali in it, but ain't Muhammad Ali in it. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that Lomachenko is really the only one that steps up and wants to take this fight. You know, we got Shakur Stevenson moving to 135. I know, I get it, I've heard, but you know, Lomachenko, I feel that he needs that, and I think he needs that now. You spent all those years, you know, in the Olympics because that's the Ukrainians' golden goose right there. That's the star moment in their life. But you know, you waste too much time doing that. That's why he only still has 20 fights under his belt. Okay. So, you know, it seems good. I'm glad that he's eager. So that means that he will train harder. That means he will, for one, train enough to get this guy out, the tune-up or whatever, on his road back, and then train and then set up a fight between him and Devin the Dream Haney. You guys tell me what you think of Lomachenko wanting eagerly to take on Devin Haney for Undisputed. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!